What is going on, ladies and gentlemen? It is your boy Day, and welcome to the Man United Talks League Cup preview. The Carabao Cup is back. We love League Cup football so much. Bunch of sarcasm. Anyway, if you do enjoy, drop a like and subscribe, comment, and whatever you feel. Let me know what you feel, how you feel about this game, your predictions, and all that good stuff. Okay? So, last time out, we drew 1-1 against Wolves at Old Trafford, which was just disappointing, frustrating, upsetting. It is what it is, though. It's over and done. Nothing will change. We had so much of the ball, and we just weren't aggressive enough. I think there was two things we did wrong, and I said it at the end of the game in my review. But we weren't aggressive enough when we really could have had the best of them. Lukaku especially. There were chances he had where he really just should have took it by the horns and just did what he had to do. And the other part was that we didn't do the simple things well. We just take too long to make obvious passes, and that's a big holdup of ours, which is it's frustrating. Anyway, let's hope things will change this game, and I think they will. When you see my lineup and when I talk about it, you'll see the difference. Anyway, let's talk about the squad. Obviously, as you see, Rojo is still injured, and Rashford will miss this game, his last game of his suspension. He'll miss. In my personal opinion, I believe Pogba and Fellaini are the top performers at the time. Luke Shaw is playing well, but I think he could do a bit better. I don't think he's a top performer, but I think he's definitely number 3, if not 4. I think De Gea is a top performer as well. I think he's definitely getting in the rhythm of being the best in the world. He had a great game against Wolves, apart from the goal he conceded. But in truth, that's a top finish from João Moutinho. But yeah, Phil Jones is okay to play now, as Mourinho said before. I don't know if he will start. I think this would be a good opportunity, if any, to play him. But I just don't think he really fits with anyone right now in a partnership. But that's my personal opinion. If we play a back 3, I wouldn't mind seeing him, but not now. Excuse me. Yeah, but let's go into my lineup. Let's talk about it for a second. Okay. Oh, sorry guys. Okay, so I've gone with Romero in net and a back 4 of Young, Smalling, Bailly, and Dalot. Like I said, I don't know if Jones is fit enough or if that's the right space for him at the moment. But that's what I've gone with. I'm looking forward to seeing Dalot. That's probably the biggest positive I took out of the game. After the Wolves game was over, I was just excited to see Dalot play again. He's just polar opposite to Valencia at the moment. He attacks with vigor. He's efficient. He's still young, obviously, and he's got mistakes in him. But so far from what I've seen, apart from the fact that he was slipping on the plastic pitch against Young Boys, he's got a ways to go. Not a ways to go, but he's done well, is what I'm saying. Sorry, just a complete misuse of words. I've gone with Matic, Pogba, and Herrera in midfield. I wouldn't be surprised if Pogba didn't play because he's played a lot of football, but Herrera is fit to play. I think he'll definitely slot back in. I think if Pogba is out, I'd love to see Pereira in place of Pogba. I think that right there is dynamism. You keep the creativity in the midfield. That is the perfect replacement, in my opinion. But yeah, Matic, obviously, his suspension's over, so I'd love to see him back in the center of the park. Against Derby, who, he probably will be a bit more capable of cleaning up against them. I think he's been just awful, if I'm going to be honest, protecting the back 4 in recent times, thus Fellaini being called in to do that job. So, this may be a chance for Matic to pick back up his form in the holding role. He just drifts forward a bit too much, and it's just not looking great. It's frustrating, really, if I'm going to be honest with you. And the forward line I've gone with is Martial, Sanchez, and Mata. I wouldn't be surprised to see Lukaku up front at all. Not surprised at all. But this is the lineup I'd go for. I think Lukaku just needs to just sit out for a game. He's been playing a lot of football since he's come back from the World Cup. He had a little bit of a break, but I think this is the perfect opportunity. I want to see Sanchez get on the score sheet because he's not playing terrible, but he's also not playing great. And I think getting a goal or an assist will definitely change the balance of things. Martial did not play terrible in the second half against Young Boys. He was actually quite energetic and efficient in the way he played. So I'd love to see him against Derby. Um, and Mata just simply needs to play time. And if you take Pogba out, you got that creativity. And Delo can manage on the right side. From what I've seen, he can manage to create everything we need, or give everything we need from the right side in terms of creativity. Because Valencia is honestly just frustrating, and he just can't get the ball up the pitch. He can't cross the ball, or he chooses not to, and it's just frustrating. It's really, really frustrating. Um, but yeah. Uh, I know Lingard, for some of you that might be a shock, but I don't think, for me, Lingard, Lukaku, and Valencia massively underperformed against Wolves, and it was just unacceptable. It was just massively unacceptable. I wouldn't be surprised to see Fred back in the mix as well, but I don't think he will play, or if anything, I think he'll play 45 minutes to 60 minutes, whether that be off the bench or whatever. Yeah, but my biggest incentive or piece of advice for the players, even though none of them are gonna watch this video, is it doesn't have to be special. Or what I'd like to see. Let me just rephrase it that way. Yeah, what I'd like to see, what we do does not have to be special. I just realized. I'm sorry, Derby are sixth in the Championship and United are seventh in the Premier League, so that was a mistake. Um, when we play, it doesn't have to be special. Keep it simple. But we need to move the ball quicker. And that's why I want to see Andres Pereira in the team. That's why I don't want to see Valencia anymore. Just as simple as. Unless we're playing bloody Accrington Stanley and, you don't need that much. I'm sorry, dude. He's just not offering anything going forward. Before it was, okay, Valencia beats him and he can still cross the ball. But now he's offering absolutely nothing. -10 going forward. It's frustrating. He's a great defender at this point. He's a much better defender than he is an attacker, which is something I never thought I'd say about him, because as a right winger, he was amazing. He beat people. He was fearless. I don't know who this guy is. I don't know. Going forward, you wouldn't think that's the same Valencia who we thought to give the number 7 shirt because he was just doing his job right, But whatever. Anyway, let's talk about Derby. Like I said, I made a mistake, but they're 6th in the Championship. They got that's the record. Win, loss, draw, win. I believe the game, as you see, I got 6 games there for United. I believe Wolves were the I can't. How do I explain that? The precursor or the previous game to their first win was a win. If that makes sense. I'm sorry. I'm not on it right now. As far as I know, there's no injuries or suspensions. But that guy right there that you see, top performers, Mason Count, is class. Potentially a beast. Tearing it up. Well played by Derby and Lampard getting this guy in. However, it makes sense because this guy's a Chelsea player. So, obviously Lampard's got his links and he's got Mason Count and learn from Chelsea. He's got 5 goals and 1 assist in 11 appearances this season. He's decent on a free kick. He's just a great, energetic type, just decent. It kind of, I don't know a lot about him. I haven't even watched him play, to be honest. From what I've heard, he does for Derby what I'd like to see Marcus Rashford do for us. But yeah, that's just not been the case. Last season they had Matej, whatever you want to say, Vidra, who now plays at Burnley. I remember Vidra for a bit now. He was decent in the Championship last few seasons, but obviously he's made a step up to the Premier League. Hasn't been magnificently, amazing, but such is life. Derby in their last League Cup game played Hull City away, and they beat them 4-0. From what I've heard, they're a decent side, and from what I've seen, they're a decent side as well. They are doing it. They look solid. Lampard looks like he knows what he's doing, and that's just gonna be interesting to see Lampard on the sidelines of Old Trafford as a manager and not a player. It's gonna be interesting. I hope and pray we win. Obviously, I want to win, but I just know Mourinho's gonna catch so much flack if we lose. It's gonna be like Apprentice beats the the master or whatever, and that's not a good thing. Although it'll brush by really quickly once we play the next game. But yeah. All in all, Derby seemed like a good team. Last season we beat them 2-0 in the FA Cup. Not under the same management, obviously, but they've always been a respected team, and I will continue to show respect for them. Will Hughes, I believe, came from Derby County, now plays at Watford, but they're a good team, and it's a cup game, so you can't really just disrespect or underrate anyone. So, with all that said, my prediction now, I'm gonna say Manchester United walk away 3-1 at Old Trafford. What a great game that's gonna be. Honestly, I just want to see whoever plays up front. I want to see them score. That's the top and bottom of it. I prefer a clean sheet. I love to see 2-0 or 3-0, but I want to see simple, good decisions. That's all I want. That's all I ask for. Simple, good decisions. I don't want to see anything extravagant unless it's coming off, but don't force that type of stuff. I just want to see us be efficient and of a high caliber because we are Manchester United. We should be putting these away. 3-1. Yeah. If I had to predict the goal scorer, Martial's definitely bagging. I hope Sanchez bags. And I hope Mata's just creative genius because, please. Yeah, and Andres Pereira, I hope he does bits as well. I just want us to play well. That's all I ask for. Efficiency and simplicity. No need to try to be extra when it's just not necessary. Anyway, that does it for me. It's been your boy Day. It's been Man United Talks. If you do enjoy, drop a like and subscribe. I'm enjoying this. Next game, no, I'll see you for the review. So yeah, tomorrow. Booyah!